Well, it's snowing. It's a sort of mucky, sleety snow, but it is snowing. Get chickens, they said. It'll be fun, they said. So it's about 10 to 8 in the morning, and I need to go down and get the water for the chickens and bring it up to the house to replace with warm water so that it doesn't freeze over. And yeah, there's snow lying heavily on the mesh across the chicken enclosure, so I'm going to have to bash that off as well. Chickens' doors are due to open in about 5 minutes, so I'm up against it, but I don't think I'll come out anyway, so I've maybe got a bit of time. So on we go. Luckily I invested in a new pair of snow boots. So now, yesterday I came down the hill in my Ariats, which have got quite a smooth sole now. And yeah, well, that was a challenge. Okay, so, yep, this is what happens. The mesh gets heavily laden with snow, and then we have to bash it off. So it looks like there's been a fair bit overnight. I'm not enjoying this chicken keeping very much in the winter, but they're probably not enjoying being here either. So better crack on. Interestingly, it feels actually quite, it feels quite protected in here. It's very nice. However, I don't think the posts of my chicken run appreciate this extra weight. So I'm going to bash it all off, which is going to be a great joy. And then I better close up. At the moment we've got the pop door open out into the run, but the mesh on the top of the chicken run looks like it's taken a bit of a hit. So not that I think the chickens will come out. But yes, see what's happened. Oh no, you probably can't see what's happened. But basically the mesh over the top of the chicken run extension has collapsed under the weight of the snow. Now I'm 5'2", so there's quite a stress on this mesh. So I better crack on, stop talking about it. Okay, so I've managed to bash most of the snow off this mesh. However, it's stretched quite a bit by the looks of it, so we'll need to address that once all the bad weather is over, and then we know that it's not going to happen again. So in the spring, we will come and tighten up all this mesh everywhere. So that's fine. It's a bit of a blow because it's a really good setup here. The only issue we've got is this mesh, and it doesn't take heavy snow. I'm going to go around and look at the run extensions and see how bad they are, if I can get out because of the snow. Okay, so the garden is looking like a winter garden. No surprise there. Looks like we had a fair drop last night. I mean, it did say that there would be snow showers, but I don't think I anticipated it would be this bad. Yeah, so pretty heavy. And it looks like more to come, possibly. So this is the problem we have. So these temporary runs, they're accessed by the pop door. So the chickens come out, and then that's them. They've got extra space in the garden, which has got green underneath here. But the mesh that goes on top is, well, that's not a good example because that's a bit that I'm using to bridge. Here it is. It's kind of 1-inch squares. However, the entire thing has buckled under the weight of the snow. So this will now be inaccessible even when the snow thaws, until I fix that up. So I'll probably just leave it. Doesn't seem much point in making a great effort to fix this up just now. Looks like the wee one's run has fared worse. So this enclosure here comes off the main run, and then we've got this wee one here that comes off where the leg bars are. Yeah, it's completely, in fact, it's even made its own snowball here. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. My garlic patch has got the same problem. Not too worried about it. Yeah, but basically a fair bit of snow has fallen. And it looks to me as if there is more to come. Those hills are missing, so that suggests to me there's snow on the way. So, aye, it's beautiful, but it's not easy keeping animals, keeping everybody safe. I know they're just chickens. They're just chickens. I know there's people with animals that they have to do an awful lot more for. But, you know, these guys, it can be a lot of fun for them. I might even keep the little ones in today. They'll really love that. Right, better crack on. That's the winter update from Dalcrombie. Well, these guys came out. That was very brave of them. This is our 3 crested cream leg bars. Phoebe, Penny and Pip. They came out. Despite the fact that it's toasty and warm in there and it's Baltic out here, they still decided to come out, probably a bit hungry. So they've got a tiny space that doesn't have snow on it, courtesy of this somewhat stretched tarp, which I'm glad I put up now. So I've blocked up the hole for the extension, so this will be them for today, but at least they've got somewhere that's not covered in snow. And if the weather gets any worse throughout the day today, I will come and put them in. We'll see how it goes. So good, that's them. As for these guys, no, you're all right. I think we'll leave it. So nobody has yet come out of there. They've got a tiny bit of space under there covered, which is okay. And then they've got this covered run here, which is completely closed off from the weather. So in there is actually draft proof, wind proof, rain proof, snow proof. So the problem is, of course, is that they can't get down the ladder to get to the run without standing on the snow, and we don't like that. So we'll see if they come out. In the meantime, I'm going to gather up the waters, make sure that they're not just blocks of ice. I'll need to keep a close eye on this weather today, because the snow will easily just gather again on this mesh, so I'll keep an eye on it. But in the meantime, go in and get the waters, make sure they've all got plenty of food, plenty of water, and then I'll get a nice hot cup of coffee. Yeah. There's a hill up behind there, not that you can see it. This is an enticing sight though. And coffee. Well, this is a wee bit later. I've just come out with some fresh, warm water. Tepid water. They have decided to come out, and they're all in the run. They've obviously made it down the ladder. Misty was at the bottom of the pecking order, and so she sometimes has to stay outside the run. But it looks like they're too cold to be picking on Misty today, so that's good. And these guys in here, they are doing okay. It's all a bit depressing for them, I would imagine. Anyway, that's good. So the chickens have come out. That's grand. I'm just going to give the wee girls a bit of extra food, check their water, and then I'm going back inside. Ooh. So I would just come and have a look and see what's going on in here. Apart from knocking the snow off, looks like minus 4.2 last night. Currently 1.2 degrees. So this is where we house blueberries. This blackberry has been flowering consistently. I think everything is very confused. Ooh. Okay, we also keep all the strawberry runners in here, which are looking remarkably chipper. Yeah, not so much for them. These look pretty good. Okay. Yeah. Okay, that'll do for now, since there is more snow coming anyway. No sign of my onions yet. I think they were probably just rot in here. But we'll see, we'll see. Okay. Before I go, well, in fact on my way, I'm going to have a quick look and see how the garlic is faring under here. I can't see any. Oh, I can. Look, there's one. Okay, so this looks hopeful. I didn't plant them too close together, so yeah. Hopefully, I'll cover them back up, although I suspect the snow will do that. Hopefully, they'll be fine. Birds are looking for food today as well, so I'll maybe have to go and feed them. So that's it. Nothing in this garden. Don't think anything would survive. It's actually a beautiful winter's day. It is awful cold. Although we did have one egg this morning, which is of course Misty, who, as I said before, is at the bottom of our pecking order, never fails to lay an egg. Good on you, Misty. Well, it turned into quite a nice day in the end. We had quite a few blue sky moments. Yeah, it turned out nice again. Very, very cold, but not bad. I'm just on my way down to check the chickens. Well, they all seem thrilled. Standing around, huddled up. I think they've been making the most out of the run. I put some food inside it earlier so that they would have somewhere to stand and eat that wasn't freezing cold and wet. although they seem to have fared okay. That's good, pretty resilient. And these wee toots, they seem to be fine too. Well done, girls. So in daylight, it's a bit easier to see what's happened. I did shake the snow off this earlier, but the chicken wire there is completely buckled. And I couldn't get into the wee one's enclosure, into the run to take the snow off it, but you get the idea. This one's completely buckled. Anyway, I closed up the pot hole doors. Don't think they'd get very far even if they did get out. Just safer. So, but yeah, it's totally bent all this, ripped a hole in the net. It's only this is only kind of fruit bush net anyway. It was just a bridge to go down this wee bit of corridor, and the proper mesh takes over down there. So I think once the snow's gone, I'm going to dismantle everything and set it up again. That's fine. But yeah, okay.